Live from Baumhower's Victory Grille in Tuscaloosa, welcome to Hey Coach on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. Hey Coach is presented by Alfa Insurance. You do your thing. We've got you covered. Hey Coach is also brought to you by Everwood, the official treated lumber of Alabama athletics. Ford, get the job done right in a Ford F-150, the smartest F-150 ever. Raise your game and visit your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Toyota, visit your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy, and buy. McMurray Van, rent local with McMurray Van and Car Rental. We offer the perfect vehicle for any need. Proudly serving Alabama. Visit us today for a hassle-free rental experience. Now, live from Baumhower's Victory Grille in Tuscaloosa, this is Hey Coach.
Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the program. Live from Baumhower's Victory Grille. Hey Coach, presented by Alfa Insurance, auto, home, life, business. Alfa Insurance covers it all. AlfaInsurance.com. You can tell we've got a great crowd here at Baumhower's Victory Grille. It's the official watch party location of the Crimson Tide. And again, if you're following Bama, it's easy to do. If you listen to Crimson Drive, that comes your way Thursday afternoons on all Crimson Tide Sports Network social media outlets. Crimson Drive live Thursdays at 2 o'clock Central. So be sure to join us for the latest on Alabama athletics. The latest today on the show includes us talking Bama softball. Just about time. It's freezing cold. That means it's softball weather at the University of Alabama and around the country. Patrick Murphy, legendary coach of the Crimson Tide, is with us here at Baumhower's Victory Grille, and also one of his very, very talented players, an infielder, Abby Dukeshire, will be joining us here on site as well. Coming up in just a little bit, it will be LeBaron Philon, the Mobile native, town bracing for snow right now, of course, down on the Alabama Gulf Coast. But LeBaron from the Port City, thankfully, is in Tuscaloosa and doing a great job for the Crimson Tide, coming off a tremendous win at Kentucky over the weekend. We'll be talking about that with LeBaron, and also his head coach, Nate Oats, joining us here at Baumhower's tonight. And fans, if you're coming to the game tomorrow night, Bama taking on Vanderbilt, be sure to stop by any merchandise stand in Coleman Coliseum. Purchase your limited edition Yeti tumbler. Our new basketball Yeti is only available at Coleman Coliseum during men's and women's basketball games while supplies last. Yeti, a proud partner of the Crimson Tide. When we come back, we'll start things off. Batting leadoff for us, Coach Patrick Murphy here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Your moment has arrived. It's time to shed the normal day-to-day version of yourself and let your most fabulous self loose. Make your way to Wind Creek Wetumpka, because whatever your idea of fabulous is, this is where you'll find it. Wind Creek Wetumpka. It's your kind of fabulous. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Don't let pests invade your home this season. Give them the full court press by calling Cook's Pest Control. Cook's proven pest control methods and Centricon termite control system protect your home from unwanted pests and are backed by a 110% guarantee. Nobody is more thorough, courteous, or on time, except maybe me, Mark Sears. Trust Cook's Pest Control, the South's most trusted name in pest control for over 90 years.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
CB&S Bank has a long history of stability and a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. You could say we know a thing or two about tradition. We've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Being a team player is part of our culture. That's why at CB&S Bank, we're proud to sponsor the University of Alabama Athletics and prouder to take the field or court with you. Visit cbsbank.com today. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Hey parents and kids, AEA has unveiled a new contest at your school that lets you count your way to the Iron Bowl of basketball. AEA wants to help K through 6 students be academic champions just like the Alabama Crimson Tide. Students who participate in the Be a Champion and Count Challenge could win tickets to the February 15th Alabama vs. Auburn basketball game at Coleman Coliseum. Ask your teacher about contest rules, encourage your child to be an AEA math champion, and win a trip to the Iron Bowl of basketball.
Hey there, Bob Baumhower again. Baumhower's Victory Grille is extremely proud to have recently received numerous awards, including being voted Best Wings in the state of Alabama. Other awards received include Best All-Around Restaurant, Best American Restaurant, #1 Sports Bar, Best Chef, Best Wings, and Best Dining Experience. Thank you for 43 legendary years, and we look forward to providing you an award-winning dining experience at every visit. Baumhower's Victory Grille. Legendary fun, legendary food.
This segment of Hey Coach is presented by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and irresistibly tasty. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? You try and decide. Welcome back to Baumhower's Victory Grille, and we are joined by one of my favorites, Coach Patrick Murphy, Alabama softball, with us once again.
This is a great crowd tonight, Jeepers. Good job, you guys. Thanks for coming.
It's always
Roll Tide.
It's always great when we bring family in with us, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
That is
one half is yours and the other half is mine.
Exactly right. Exactly right. No, terrific to have you with us, Coach. And again, we joke, but it's single-digit wind chill. That means that we got softball right around the corner.
Yeah, I just talked to my mom right before this in Cedar Falls, Iowa, and you guys, it's minus 16 wind chill. So this is warm here. We've been very, very lucky to have the facilities that we have here. So 2 years ago, we did not go inside one time in the preseason. Not one time. We missed the rain, we missed the cold, and then this year I think we've already been inside 6 times.
Wow.
So we use the football indoor, which is 120 yards of turf, and then at the Rhodes House we have 4 cages and a lot of room in there to hit. So we go over and play defense. We met Mr. Russell, the new freshman quarterback, this morning.
Ah, you did indeed.
Really cool to see him, meet him. And, he said he's coming to a bunch of games. Really good kid. And then we go over and hit. And then we kind of we still lift weights 3 times a week. So we're kind of getting back into the routine.
That is a luxury in all seriousness, Coach, that not every program has.
No, and, once I said the weight room, Michelle Diltz is our strength coach, but she's also the strength coach for the cheer squad.
The national championship.
Kudos to the cheerleaders
cheer squad.
Hey, a couple times when we were over there indoors, they were doing their routine. And I know they worked their butts off because they did it over and over and over. So kudos to all those great young people.
Great to have them win a national title, something that you always strive. But I am curious, how do you address that at the start of the year? Do you address it? For instance, Coach Saban used to always talk about the process, and we'll worry about the other as it gets there. Nate is very clear. We're trying to get to the Final Four. I mean, he's clear about everything.
I know.
But they're different approaches.
Very different. That is 2 opposites. Seriously, now that you say that, and I listen to both. I watch Nate's post game, pre game. I used to listen to Saban all the time. Ours is kind of like the unwritten rule. We don't even talk. I don't try not to say the words winning or losing. We got to win this game.
Right. Understand.
If you do what you're supposed to do and you outplay the person opposite of you, it'll be okay. But we need to do that. And in the lineup, if you're hitting leadoff and Tom's hitting 3 spot, you need to be better than their 3 or 1, and he needs to be better than their 3. So if she's 4 for 4, you better go 4 for 4.
Right.
And you match or you do better.
If you got me hitting 1 and Tom hitting 3, you ain't winning. I don't care how good a coach you are. Let's go with something that is always a lot of fun for your program, in addition to be very, very important for different reasons. You got your fundraising trivia night. Had that on Saturday night. And for those that aren't familiar, explain what it really is as best you can.
We have a couple of the people in here tonight that were there, and we have my director of ops, Jaden Spencer, is in the corner over there. And then Mary Lee Caldwell, she was very instrumental in. It is so much fun. I don't know how to describe it. We had 2 players from St. Louis way back in like 2011, 10, and we asked everybody what they did for fundraisers in their summer ball or high school. And it was Courtney Conley and Jackie Branham. And they said, Murph, trivia is huge in St. Louis.
Yeah.
So I said, tell me some more. And so Kate Harris was our director of ops at the time. And I throw the idea out, and then she gets it done, just like Jaden. And we started off with maybe 200 people at the River Market.
Right.
And then we outgrew it, and now we're at the Bryant Conference Center, and we had probably 550 people, 50 tables of 10. And
teammates at the tables?
Yes, and you can't cheat. You can't use your phone. And we do have some security going around the room saying, put that phone away.
Yeah.
But it is very competitive. You want to see some competitive people, come to trivia night.
Right.
And we play 5 to 7 innings of trivia, 4 questions an inning. And then we also play games in between, and one of our favorites is musical chairs. And we put chairs
Cutthroat.
Oh, my God. Very cutthroat.
Okay.
Rashinda Reed last year bounced a couple people into the crowd. Marie Robbins one year, national championship gymnastics, and my old boss, she knocked a couple people in the first row.
Doesn't shock me.
Yeah, and that starts it off, and then we just go from there, and there's music and just a lot of fun. They meet the team. I talk a little bit, and we just play games. And it is a lot of laughs, a lot of fun, and good food, and just really good company. And it's people that, if they don't know our program, the other benefit is a young lady like Abby Dukeshire, she's the table hostess. So if you're table number 28 or whatever, she helps you with all the rules and stuff. And then she takes your scorecard when we end the inning to go see if you got the questions right. But you get to know our players really, really well over a 3-hour period. And then what they do, they become attached to the player. And guess what? They become fans of the program.
No question. And
then they're at the games, and they go see one of the players and say, remember me? And our player says, trivia night, right? So you need to come sometime. I should have invited you this year, but I think you were in Kentucky. So that's a hard.
I may have been on the road during the time of that, but I would love to try it.
And see, what we do is we look at your schedule first.
Okay.
And if you're on the road, that's when we have it.
Gotcha.
So it could be hard.
All right. Good deal.
But it is a great night. It's involved. We have terrific sponsors. It is just so much fun.
Awesome. Great part of the program and something I know everybody that's tied to it does look forward to. You mentioned Abby Dukeshire. We're going to get a chance to meet her when we come back and continue here at Baumhower's Victory Grill. It's the home of Baumhower's Chili, and oh, what a perfect night for it. Special dishes served with their signature barbecue, Bob Baumhower's homemade chili, including the chili cheese nachos, char grilled chili cheese potato stack, and loaded chili cheese fries. Baumhower's legendary fun, legendary food. The legendary Patrick Murphy still with us, along with the future legend Abby Dukeshire, next on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Domino's delivers game day across Tuscaloosa and the surrounding area. Locally owned in Tuscaloosa for 30-plus years, the team at Domino's is proud to be a supporter of Alabama basketball and athletics across the capstone. Domino's would like to thank our customers for supporting our local business for over 30 years. Make Domino's your choice on game days year-round. Domino's is proud to deliver your Alabama Crimson Tide game days anytime. Just visit RollDomino's.com. Thanks for your business and Roll Tide.
You can find all Crimson Tide Sports Network video content online on the CTSN YouTube page. It's the home of the live courtside cam, episodes of Crimson Tide driven by NASCAR, plus Hey Coach. Our YouTube shorts will deliver thrilling Alabama radio highlights, plus interview clips from Alabama student athletes and coaches that you can't miss. Subscribe to the Crimson Tide Sports Network on YouTube for the very latest on the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Barkley makes it easy.
Get ready to rev up your engines and feel the excitement at Barkley Buick GMC Cadillac. We've got the perfect ride to match your style and adventure. Visit us at our showroom at Skyland Boulevard and let our friendly team help you find the vehicle of your dreams. Barkley Buick GMC Cadillac, where hometown pride and unbeatable deals collide. Drive with passion with Barkley. Visit us today or check us out online at barkleygmc.com.
Barkley makes it easy.
Hey, Bama fans. Tuscaloosa Drug Company is a proud supporter of Crimson Tide Athletics. We've been serving our community and the University Athletic Department for over a decade. There are 3 locations in the Tuscaloosa and Northport area to serve you. We understand the importance of prompt and efficient service. That's why we strive to provide service that you can rely on, where we know you by name. The next time you have a medication need, call who the Tide calls, Tuscaloosa Drug.
Hey Bama fans, this is Roger Hoover. Each Thursday at 2 p.m. Central, join us live for Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. This live streaming talk show features the latest on Alabama athletics with exclusive conversations with Tide student athletes, coaches, and media members giving their perspective on the Crimson Tide. You can watch on YouTube, Facebook, and X, with all conversations archived as well on the Alabama Insider podcast. Roll Tide with Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR.
Looking to make a statement? Fast Signs of Tuscaloosa is where you can make your statement. With our incredible range of signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement with Fast Signs. Stop in today or visit fastsigns.com. A proud partner of Alabama Athletics. Let's create something amazing together.
The Hogs are in town. The 0-1 is hit and caught by Dukeshire. Whew. Abby Dukeshire has caught both outs in this inning. The second one harder than the first, but she made the play.
Ray Robertson on the call about Abby Dukeshire. We'll talk with her in just a moment. This segment of Hey Coach presented by Homewood Suites by Hilton in downtown Tuscaloosa. Make yourself at home, stay in comfort, and enjoy the great options of the on-site 205 restaurant and bar. Homewood Suites by Hilton in Tuscaloosa, proud preferred hotel partner of the Crimson Tide. Chris Stewart back with you at Baumhower's Victory Grille with Coach Patrick Murphy from Alabama softball. And Coach, we'll let you introduce Abby Dukeshire to our crowd here.
Abby Dukeshire is one of my all-time favorites. I know coaches aren't supposed to have favorites, but we do.
You all do.
We do. She's a young lady from North Dakota, our first North Dakotan. And when I recruited her, I said, you know, you're the female version of Darren Erstad, who was also probably the best male athlete coming out of North Dakota. And I considered Abby the best female. She's a 3-time basketball player of the year, played volleyball, was an outside hitter. She could probably play 3 sports in college. And the weirdest part of it all was they didn't have high school softball because the weather was so bad in North Dakota. So I saw her on the summer ball circuit in the summer and the fall all over the country.
Abby, why Alabama? Besides the fact that we think this is the coldest day and you guys call this fall. What's the difference? Why was Alabama right for you?
The culture. What Murph has built here is like no other. He said when you sign up, it's not a 4-year commitment, it's a 40-year commitment. And I believe nonetheless because I've made lifetime friends with the seniors that I had when I was a freshman. I'm still best friends with Montana Fouts and Allie Shipman. I was in her wedding this summer. Awesome. So when I chose Alabama, I remember coming on campus and everyone started hugging me. And I was like, what's going on? Like, I've never had all this love come to me and you guys don't even know me.
That's a Southern handshake.
Yeah, so much different from the Midwest. But, yeah, it's just the culture he's built here. It's like no other. Because when you step on campus, you have a feeling of like, yeah, I want to go here. I know this is right fit for me. And as soon as we pulled up to Rhodes, I was like, I don't even have to step out of the car. I know this is the right fit for me. But, yeah, just the culture he's built here is unbelievable.
Fantastic. And how much have you laughed at people, teammates, about this being cold?
A lot. Murph, he's given tidbits on how to drive safe in this cold weather. And it's funny because we've been talking about this back home in North Dakota since we were probably like 10, 11, 12. But, no, it is cold. I'll give it. It's like a wet cold here. So much different than back home. So I'll give it to people down south. This is cold.
Regardless of the temps, what is it that you enjoy about playing, though, for the program? You told us why you chose here. But anything that surprised you, anything that makes you go, man, this is special. What is it?
I think it speaks for itself when we have ESPN produce a movie for us. Like we have a program that does the unbelievable. When people doubt us, we prove them wrong. We never lose the faith. We always keep on pushing. And I think that's why we've been so successful these past years is because one, like I said, the culture he built, that brings a team bonding, and we never lose the faith. And that's been one of our biggest verses or words that we stick to. Like when we went to super regionals to Tennessee, everyone doubted us. They didn't have us coming out of there. Even in our regionals, people thought Clemson was going to come out of it. But we stick to what we do, believe in each other, and that's why each year people are like, how did you get to the World Series? And I was like, we believe in each other. There's no doubt. So when you think the team that should be winning, like Clemson, people thought Clemson should be coming out. You look at their team chemistry, and there's no hate. Clemson's a phenomenal team. It's just how bad do you want it? And our team wants it so bad and for each other. And that's what Murph talks about, Mudita. Like, we all invest into it, and I think that shows year after year of why we're successful at Alabama.
How nice is it when you have other kids come in for recruiting visits and you get them on campus, then you say, talk to them. And you don't sweat it. Because that's an incredible recruiting pitch, and all she's doing is sharing her experience.
Yeah, and that's one of the main reasons why we do get kids is it's a Friday night before a football game. We go to our clubhouse. We're sitting in our classroom. There's about 24 chairs, so the recruits and the parents get the front row. And it is anybody can talk. It's nothing rehearsed. I kind of surprise them, and I say, hey, anybody have anything they want to say about their time at Alabama? And then it just starts like that.
Right.
And chances are, if one of the mom cries during this, that kid's coming. So, but they do it, seriously. They love to hear from the current players, the players that have played here. And everybody's honest, because I wanted to be completely honest about their time here.
Talk to me. You got season start here before we bat our eyes. You're within a couple of weeks, right?
Well, we have athletes like her all over the field. We have 9 green light girls. 2 have yellow lights right now, and they think they're going to be a green light. They're close.
Right.
So we're very fast. Over half the lineup's going to have a green light. So if they get on, they can steal it at any time. We have really good athletes everywhere. She can play probably 4 positions. Almost everybody in the squad can play multiple positions, which is probably the first time we've ever had. Like, I would look out at the infield, and we have 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Baseball has probably 3 at each.
Right.
I rarely would have more than 1. But sure. So the depth is tremendous. We have 5 pitchers that are ready to go. They're ready to prove a point. So it's going to be a lot of fun. They're very, very athletic, and I think people are going to enjoy watching us play.
Always appreciate the time. Wish we had more. Thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for having us. We really appreciate it.
Abby Duchscher, Coach Patrick Murphy. Good luck this year as the Crimson Tide gets going. RollTide.com is where you can find all the latest information. Hey Coach, presented by Alfa Insurance, auto, home, life, business. Alfa Insurance covers it all. AlfaInsurance.com. Stay with us. We're back with more in a moment on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
When the game goes into overtime, but the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for T-Town. The University of Alabama Regions Visa Debit Card and Prepaid Regions Now Card. They're a win for your wallet and a big roll tide, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Tide pride? Order your card now at regions.com/GoBama. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
I'm Coach Nate Oats, and this is the Ford F-Series Highlight Show. Talk about an outstanding lineup. Ford F-150 and Ford Super Duty deliver impressive power and game-changing capability. That's why I'm a fan of Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck for 47 consecutive years. For the latest offers on a Ford truck, go to buyfordnow.com or visit your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of the Crimson Tide. Roll Tide.
Based on 1977 to 2023 CY industry reported total sales.
Being a Chevron car these days has been quite the adventure. Miami to Seattle, ocean to ocean. I've stopped at so many states and collected so many bumper stickers. Sometimes I feel like a moving passport book. It's just so great what I can do with Chevron with Techron, because it gives me unbeatable mileage and keeps my engine clean. Plus, there are so many Chevrons along the way. Now the only thing I'm worried about is where to go next and where to put all my new bumper stickers. Chevron with Chevron. Fueled by possibility.
If you're looking for the best selection in Crimson Tide apparel, look no further than the Soup Store. The Soup Store is every Bama fan's ultimate destination for the hottest gear and accessories, with 3 great locations around campus to serve you: in Tuscaloosa on campus at the University Student Center, on the Strip in front of Bryant-Denny Stadium, and on Bryant Drive. If you can't get to Tuscaloosa, shop the Soup Store online at soupstore.ua.edu. The Soup Store is a proud partner of Alabama Athletics.
Coleman Coliseum gives the Tide a big home court advantage. When it comes to your home, count on Tri-Green Equipment to give you a big advantage with our lineup of John Deere equipment and tried and true expertise. We'll help you call the right plays on your property, and we're always there when you need an assist. From riding mowers, compact utility tractors, gators to agriculture equipment, we've got serious game. Stop by one of our locations or visit TriGreenEquipment.com. Proud sponsors of Alabama Crimson Tide basketball.
Keep up with everything Alabama with the Alabama Crimson Tide mobile app. It's presented by Cadence Bank. It's available at the App Store and at Google Play. Download the Alabama Crimson Tide mobile app now for free. Hey, historic programs are going to square off for the first time as SEC opponents Friday night. Number 10, Alabama Gymnastics hosts number 1, Oklahoma, inside Coleman Coliseum. That'll be at 7 o'clock. Don't want to miss this meet between two of the sports powerhouses. You can get your tickets right now at rolltide.com. Friday night, Alabama and Oklahoma meeting in gymnastics. It's time for our Everwood Performance of the Week, and it goes to Alabama men's basketball players Mark Sears and Grant Nelson, whose combined efforts on Saturday carried the Tide to its 6th AP Top 25 win this season. Nelson led Alabama in scoring with 25 points along with 10 rebounds. Sears had 24 to go with 9 assists as the Tide rolled over 8th-ranked Kentucky in Lexington. That's your Everwood Performance of the Week. Everwood, wood treated right. Hey, if you want to ask Coach Nate Oats a question tonight, give us a call on the McMurray Van and Car Rental Hotline, 877-202-BAMA. Rent local with McMurray Van and Car Rental. We offer the perfect vehicle for any need. Proudly serving Alabama. Visit us today for a hassle-free rental experience. LeBaron Filine joins us next here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Each Monday night, join us for Hey Coach, presented by Alfa Insurance. Live at 6 p.m. Central from Baumhower's Victory Grille in Tuscaloosa. We'll talk Alabama athletics with Tide coaches and players, plus take your calls. Hey Coach is available to listen to across our radio network, the Varsity Network app, as well as a video stream on all CTSN social media platforms at UA_CTSN. Hey Coach, Mondays at 6 p.m. on the Crimson Tide Sports Network. See the call as we make the call. Watch the Courtside Cam presented by NASCAR for each Alabama home basketball game. Streaming live on all CTSN social media platforms, you can get a front row seat to every big play and every reaction from the Alabama radio crew for men's and women's basketball. Watch on YouTube, Facebook, and X at UA_CTSN.
Wide open 9, left corner 3. Switch!
Crimson Tide fans, this season, lose out on your home comfort. Brown Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical is a proud partner of Alabama Athletics and has been delivering the highest standards in home comfort across Birmingham for over 60 years. If you're looking for a great team and elite service from a quality company that cares, you can't miss with Brown in Birmingham. Score big this year with Brown Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. Visit brownheatingandcooling.com/specials to save on your next service. Roll Tide!
DCH has a new dedicated unit especially for children. At DCH, we recognize how the entire family is affected when a child is sick, injured, or living with a chronic medical condition. Our board-certified pediatricians specialize in providing our youngest patients, from birth through adolescence, the best care appropriate to their developmental level, physically, emotionally, and psychologically. DCH Pediatrics, making a big difference in little lives.
1225 is your ultimate game day destination. Catch the game on one of their 35 big screen high-def TVs, combined with an extensive menu of mouth-watering food and refreshing drinks. Juicy burgers, crispy wings, craft beers, signature cocktails. 1225, where the energy is high, the screens are massive, and the excitement is contagious. Visit 1225 on the Strip in Tuscaloosa, less than 2 blocks from Bryant-Denny Stadium. 1225 Sports Bar, where sports, food, and fun collide.
Tired of being just another patient at your chain pharmacy? Make the switch to Payless Drugs. With 5 convenient locations in Bessemer, Birmingham, Fairfield, Morris, and Springfield, our knowledgeable team can provide personalized medication reviews and supplement recommendations, deliver medications to your door, and more. Visit mypaylessdrugs.com to transfer today. We're just what the doctor ordered.
The big man Williams handing it off. He'll get a return lob. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound picked up Diamante. We got numbers. Kicks it in the corner. Youngblood, 3-attempt blocked. Scrambles. Sears saves it underneath. Sears out to LeBaron. Make it, baby. Bottom. Man takes coaching well. LeBaron Feinlein knocking down the three-pointer. He joins us now. That three and several others, a big part of Alabama's win at Kentucky this weekend. LeBaron Feinlein joining us here at Hey Coach at Baumhower's Victory Grill. Good to see you, and thank you. As a play-by-play guy, I control nothing, but when I actually call for a shot to be made and you do it, man, that helps. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
How much fun was that whole game? That environment, that setting. I know you played a bunch of them this year, but you've already won at North Carolina. You go there, though, and win in that atmosphere at Rupp. How special was it?
I really never played in a game like that. It was so fast-paced, and you had to make quick decisions on the fly. But I feel like Coach, put us in the right spots to make those decisions. But overall, the game was really fun.
Look, it happens for everybody, but it always seems to happen especially for freshmen. I don't know if it's actually hitting a wall or if it's just the term we use as broadcasters. But you tend to have a game or two that's not as good as you've been having, and that had kind of fallen for you. Tell me what changed, and was it one shot going through that kind of helps flip that switch for you?
It's just all confidence, I know I'm going to have some games, when I don't score as many points or, don't just impact the game, and that's, it's okay, They tell us all the time, it's okay, you're going to go through it, the whole season. Every game is not going to be perfect, but you just got to continue to work, and I just try to get it in the gym as much as I can. And, the confidence led to me, playing great.
You got a great roster, unbelievable talent. Nobody's going to step up and say, hey, I'm the best player. I am going to ask you this question, though. Are you the most competitive guy in that group?
I would say yeah, but it's hard. It's just hard to say who's the most because, we got older guys that's just not going to lay down. And we got younger guys, with a lot of, pop to their game, so
sure.
They always ready to play. So that's a good, combination, I think. It's really good playing with those guys.
Is that what makes this team so special and so unique? I mean, it's unbelievably talented, but that desire to win and to be a team seems to be very, very unique.
I just think we all just wanted more. We want best for our teammates, and, we're not going to go out there and make selfish plays. We're going to play off each other and just try to, destroy the other team. And I think everybody had the same mindset, so that's a good thing. And I see that, as a big contributor as we get ready to go into the big league, when we get ready to play in March.
Tell me what it's like to come back home. You'd started off at Kansas, you're out there, but you come back to Tuscaloosa, closer to Mobile. Why was it right for you, and how nice is it to be where you are?
I would say the style of play, as you can see, we play so fast, and that's just everybody want to play like that, but most teams can't. But, Coach Oats give us the freedom, but just being back home, it's a, pleasure. Being close to family and seeing all my family at the games, and that's a, plus and a win for me. So I'd be very happy to see everybody in my family in the stands, so that's a good thing.
Your focus is on the basketball game tomorrow. I understand that. But how mad are you right now that they're talking about 3 or 4 inches of snow down in Mobile maybe and everything south of here?
Yeah, it's really crazy because my mom texted me a little minute ago and she told me, like, she don't think she's coming to the game because of that. And I was just like, wow. So I got to see if she's going to come or not. But, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It barely snowed down there.
Right. I understand. Hey, look, we're glad you're calling Tuscaloosa home. We're glad it's going so well. I know you guys are excited about tomorrow night. And what message do you give, if any, to Alabama fans for this one and really for the rest of the year?
You know, we're not losing at home no more. I just got to start there. You know, we lost to Ole Miss last Tuesday, but, you know, we just going to be ready, and we're going to have a lot of fire, and we're going to be ready to play tomorrow. So, ready to see that.
Ready to see it as well. LeBaron Filine, great to see you. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Appreciate you so much. LeBaron Filine, Mobile, Alabama native, joining us here on Hey Coach. When we come back, we'll get to your phone calls. 877-202-BAMA. That first call of the night is going to be brought to us by Alabama 811. Help prevent injuries, outages, and loss of life. Call 811 or visit al811.com before you dig. It's free. It's simple. It's the law. And it's Coach Nate Oats coming your way next on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
I'm Coach Nate Oats, and this is the Ford F-150 Highlight Show. To stay on top, you got to keep raising your game, just like the 2024 Ford F-150, the smartest, most connected F-150 ever. Ford offers impressive technology to help you get the job done in the smartest way possible. For the latest offers on a Ford F-150, go to buyfordnow.com or visit your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsors of the Crimson Tide. Roll Tide.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Don't stop planning for your future. Don't stop investing in your kids' education. Don't stop dreaming of that new home. And don't stop growing your business. Whatever you're passionate or dreaming about, don't stop. Because when you have a bank you can trust, you have the confidence to take on tomorrow. Speak with a Trustmark associate today for advice on achieving your goals. Trustmark. People you trust. Advice that works. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You know that feeling when you're doing what you love? You're in the zone, truly and fully alive, lost in thought. You know what you're not thinking about? Insurance. That's where Alfa comes in. Alfa handles all things insurance, so you're free to do anything. So get out there and live your best life. Whatever your thing is, we've got you covered. That's life with Alfa Insurance. Visit alfainsurance.com to learn more.
Producing championship quality lumber is not an easy process, but at Everwood Preserving, it's our only process. Wood treated right. Everwood offers top-notch pressure-treated wood for decks, outdoor structures, commercial jobs, and more that you can build your reputation on. When it comes to quality, we're on the winning team. Visit your local Everwood dealer today and discover the difference for yourself. Everwood Preserving Incorporated, the official lumber of the Alabama Crimson Tide.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Grant hands it off to Phylon, drives, kicks, Youngblood, three, bottom, oh, mercy! Trish Youngblood with a hand in his face, buried it, and with 3.5 to go, Bama leads by 6. Tomorrow is game day in Tuscaloosa. Make sure you're game day ready by shopping at Alumni Hall, your ultimate Crimson Tide shopping experience. Shop Nike and for all your officially licensed Bama gear. Head to Alumni Hall in Midtown Village or shop alumnihall.com. Receive $10 in rewards for every $150 you spend. Check them out at Alumni Hall. We are welcoming in head coach Nate Oats here at Baumhower's Victory Grille, the third-ranked Crimson Tide taking on the Vanderbilt Commodores. Coach, before we move on to Vandy, a look back at Saturday in Lexington, and I started to ask you this. I wanted to get your answer on air. I don't know if the word is fun for you in the midst of everything you got to do in coaching, but, man, for us that are able to observe across the way from you and broadcast that game, it was a heck of a lot of fun. The whole thing, the way it played out, but certainly the result made it so.
Yeah, it's a lot more fun when you win.
Yeah.
Tell the guys that when we practice, I mean, we play this game to compete, to win. So you want to have fun, let's have fun when we beat somebody else. So, yeah, that's fun. I mean, I'm sure our fun is a little different definition than your fun, but it was fun for us. It's always a lot more fun when you win. And it's a lot of fun going into somebody else's building and watching the fans leave before the buzzer goes off, too. That's nice, too.
In a place like that, Coach, which I know, and you had your post-game comments, I know it's one you have such high regard for, and that's a great team. That's an 8th-ranked team that's got a chance to be a Final Four team themselves. By the time all is said and done, you beat Kentucky, but you beat a really, really good Kentucky team as well.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, we'd beaten them before, but that was during COVID when they weren't very good. So it felt a lot better. I mean, beat them at Rupp when they weren't very good. Beating them other times other than that. But to go in there and beat them when they're top 10 team in the country and playing well, they hadn't lost at home yet this year. Meant a little bit more, took a little bit more. I mean, shoot, they didn't want to go away. I felt like we were close to being able to open it up, and they made a run every time. And then finally, the thing was tied there with, about 4 or 5 minutes to go. And we went on that 9-0 run and opened it up and then shoot, and then they had to hold them off again. So, but our guys showed a lot of character, a lot of fight, a lot of resilience after the debacle on Tuesday against Ole Miss. So thought they responded well like they needed to and got the win we needed to get.
Last year there was a slogan that was out, and I can't remember if it came from within the basketball team itself or if it was marketing who came up, but we heard new blood versus blue blood, and the conversation being that Alabama kind of falls into the new blood, even though there is a little blue blood when you're looking historically at number of wins in the SEC, second only to the bluest of blue blood within the conference in the University of Kentucky. But here you are, you've won 2 SEC regular titles in the last 5 or 6 years. You've won 2 tournament titles. You've been to a Final Four. In the same year, Coach, you've beaten 6 top 25 teams, and you've won at North Carolina, and you've won at Kentucky. I mean, you talk about new blood. It bleeds about as crimson as it can here in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, Preston, I think Preston's been pushing the new blood, helps in recruiting. But he's also the one that showed me a tweet. First time anybody's ever won at Carolina and at Kentucky in the same year in the Ken Palm era. So I don't know what that's last 25, 30 years, whatever it's been. So, yeah, I mean, they're not in the same league, so obviously not that many people get a chance to play at Carolina and at Kentucky. But those that have didn't get the wins, and we were able to play at Carolina and Kentucky and beat them both on their home floor. So those are the 2 of the traditional blue bloods. So, yeah, I mean, we're trying to establish ourselves as one of the best basketball programs in the country. I think we've been in the top 5 here for most of the polls here lately. I like where we're at. I think I think our guys are mature enough that we're not going to have the same lack of effort, tomorrow that we had last week on Tuesday. And I think we got a chance going a run here and rattle off some wins if we can really lock in and do what we need to.
Sit down to Grand Bay. Pee Wee, you're up first. How you doing, buddy? Pee Wee, go ahead, my
good,
man.
Buddy, how are you? I'm here.
Good deal. Go ahead.
Hey, Coach, how are you, sir?
Doing great, Pee Wee. How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. It's fixing to snow down here, Coach. We don't get none of that stuff. You hear me?
It's going to snow down there?
2 to 3 inches tomorrow.
Oh, you guys aren't going to know what to do with 3 inches of snow. That's
stay home. That's what we're going to do.
The apocalypse. You get 3 inches of snow in Alabama anywhere. That's a normal day where I grew up. They don't know what to do with it down here.
Well, Coach, I just wanted to comment on the Kentucky game. You know, 2 things really stood out to me during that game. The defensive intensity from the beginning to the end, and our free throw shooting. Those 2 things were on point, along with everything else the other night. And I'm just curious, how do you take on another short week and keep that intensity going into this game against Vandy, who just beat Tennessee?
You know what? One is you get in the gym and you work. And, you know, when we came in Sunday in our staff meeting, I kind of brought up, how do we make sure we don't have a repeat of last week? And staff assured me guys had already been in the gym. They're already working. You know, they've been in shooting free throws. So I think our guys have a different mindset than what they had. I thought practice intensity today, we made sure that was up where it needed to be. And then guys are coming back in the gym shooting again. I mean, it's not rocket science. I said it after the game. You spend time in the gym, it's like anything in life. You want to be good at it, you got to put practice in. You want to be a good salesman, you got to practice doing it right. You want to be a good shooter, you got to get in the gym and you got to shoot. So we've had guys in the gym, we're shooting. Guys are in the gym last night after practice. Guys are in the gym this morning before practice, after practice, shooting threes, shooting free throws. And then we got to keep getting quality looks from 3 and take care of the ball. You know, Vanderbilt turns people over. They're number 1 in the country in points off turnovers. So we got to take care of the ball, and we got to get quality shots. But if we get quality shots and you got the confidence from the work you put in, then I think the percentages are going to go up. The free throw percentages went up. And shoot, we needed them. I think we were 12 of 13 in the last 4 minutes to close that game out up at Rupp.
Coach, you have one from Elizabethtown, Kentucky. Our buddy Morgan calling us. Super fan
There we
Morgan.
go. And Morgan makes every game. That game was a little easier to make there up in Kentucky, I think.
Go ahead, buddy.
Hey, Chris. Hey, Coach. How y'all doing tonight?
Doing great. How you doing?
Doing really good. Hey, it was great to see you Saturday, Coach. Wow, what a win. What a win. Yeah, so what a way to bounce back from the other night against Ole Miss. And it's always good when we go into Lexington and hush up them 22,000 of the big Boo Nation, as I call them.
It's probably a little easier to wear that crimson tide up there in Kentucky now, isn't it?
That's right. Hey, that's right. That's right. It was a good ride home at 80 miles down the Bluegrass Parkway. There was a lot of sad people leaving the Rupp Arena that day. I just wanted to call. I'll keep it short because I know you're short on time, Coach. But I just want to call and congratulate you on giving Pope his first loss in Rupp Arena, and that's always good. And congratulations on doing us proud up there, Coach. Keep up the good work, and we'll see you tomorrow night in Coleman. Roll Tide.
All right, sounds great. Yeah, it's nice that we gave you a win in your short. That was your shortest ride to watch a game, and I think it's awesome you make all our games. So,
literally does. For fans that don't know, this guy is at every home game, with only maybe 1 or 2 exceptions a year, and as many road games as he can literally drive to. He does it from Elizabethtown, Kentucky. Started that
cool.
last year.
That's super cool. So it's great that he can wear our red up there in the blue state. It's a good day to be red, huh?
I knew you'd go there. I'm just going to host a show and just be a good guy and just stay out of it. But yeah,
red's better than blue.
It's Nate Oats, ladies and gentlemen.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide indeed. Roll Tide indeed. Real quick, let's talk Vandy. We got a couple of minutes left, and talk to us about Vandy. It's like the 4th or 5th straight game, Coach. You've played somebody with the same record you've got. I mean, they're different in league play. One game behind you is the Tide's in second, but 15-3, just like your squad is.
Shoot, they're good. I mean, this is the best start ever in the history of Vanderbilt basketball for the coach in his first year. he's done a great job everywhere he's been. They play hard. They play together. They move the ball really well. Their ball movement's great. And they force turnovers. And we've had an issue with turning the ball over. So, this isn't like all of a sudden we beat Kentucky and we've got everything figured out. No, we're going to have to play tomorrow night. And if we do what we did last week, we're going to take another L. But based on today's practice, where I think our guys' minds are, I think we're going to come in with the right mindset. And now we could play well and still lose if we turn the ball over. Like that, I should say we could play hard, still lose if we don't play well on the offensive end, take care of the ball, because we can't just keep giving them pick sixes. So we got to take care of the ball. We got to guard their dribble penetration. They get the ball in the lane well. We're going to have to really defend. And then, obviously it helps to make some shots. We've been in the gym shooting it a little bit too. So, but they're a good team. I mean, 15-3, like most teams in the SEC are pretty good teams. There's another one that's good, as evidenced by their last one against Tennessee.
Coach, real quick, Darion Reed, you said, is probably going to be back, but also meant to ask you about LeBaron Philon, who was with us a little bit earlier. Great to see him play at the level he's capable of, hit some big shots, made some big plays on both ends.
Yeah, he'd been in the gym working. I told the guys after their Ole Miss loss, we need to deserve to win, both with our preparation going into the game and our effort inside of the game. Thought his preparation, his shooting, he's getting in the gym 3 times a day and shooting. He's a lot more prepared. He has confidence up. Confidence doesn't come from talking yourself into being confident. You have to work your way into being confident, and I thought he worked his way into being confident with a shot. He hit 3 of 5 from 3. Those were big shots he made. He made big plays for us. So happy to see him play. Hopefully we get Darion back here quick. He's been doing more and more in practice. We'll see where he's at tomorrow morning. And if he doesn't go tomorrow, hopefully worst case scenario, he's back by Saturday. So, he gives us some energy, some effort. Everybody knows what Darion gives us, and we're missing it a little bit right now. So hopefully we can get him back here soon.
Appreciate the time as always, Coach. Thanks so much.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks, Chris. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. Coach Nate Oats with us here at Baumhower's Victory Grill. Third-ranked Crimson Tide, 6 o'clock game tomorrow night at Coleman Coliseum against the 15-3 Vanderbilt Commodores. We're coming back and wrapping things up in a moment right here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
The Alabama Insider Podcast is the official podcast of Crimson Tide Athletics. Catch full episodes of Hey Coach and the Kalen DeBoer Show, Crimson Tide Rewind, Crimson Tide Today Daily Reports, plus full interviews from Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR. Download and subscribe to the Alabama Insider Podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and all podcast platforms. Roll Tide with the Alabama Insider Podcast. You can find all Crimson Tide Sports Network video content online on the CTSN YouTube page. It's the home of the live courtside cam, episodes of Crimson Drive driven by NASCAR, plus Hey Coach. Our YouTube shorts will deliver thrilling Alabama radio highlights, plus interview clips from Alabama student athletes and coaches that you can't miss. Subscribe to the Crimson Tide Sports Network on YouTube for the very latest on the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Are you tired of dealing with multiple bills for your hospital's telecommunication needs? Say goodbye to the hassle with Prestige HealthNet. We use our own money to resolve all your issues, delivering superior internet, cybersecurity, phones, TVs, and more. Plus, enjoy the convenience of a single monthly bill without any upfront expenses. Simplify your hospital's IT infrastructure with Prestige HealthNet. Visit our website, prestigehealthnet.com, or call us at 251-517-4411 to learn more.
Founded in Haleyville, Alabama in 1965 by Hal and Melissa Guthrie, Guthrie's was America's first chicken finger restaurant. Guthrie still uses the family's original Southern fried chicken recipe in every chicken finger they serve. Fresh, hot, and fast. Guthrie's Golden Fried Chicken Fingers has been Alabama owned and operated since 1965, and Guthrie's is still growing strong. Come see us soon. Guthrie's, America's original chicken finger restaurant and an official partner of the Alabama Crimson Tide. For franchise information, visit Guthrie'sChicken.com.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota, Let's go places. Lease a new 2024 Toyota Tacoma SR5 for $379 a month for 39 months. Offer valid through February 3rd, 2025. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. $36.78 due at signing. No security deposit with select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
I'm John Miller. And I'm Kobe Prentice. Make sure you and your family are up to date this summer on all recommended vaccines, including respiratory disease.
Vaccinations against these viruses are important for everyone, especially those at a higher risk of developing serious complications, including older Americans and those with certain medical conditions.
So don't wait. Vaccinate. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM today. Stay safe and roll Tide.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Guthrie's Golden Fried Chicken Fingers, an Alabama tailgate tradition. Founded in Haleyville, Alabama in 1965, Guthrie's has been a Bama fan favorite for years. From your hometown to college towns all around, Guthrie's is still serving the family's original Southern fried chicken recipe just like always, fresh, hot, and fast. Make Guthrie's Golden Fried Chicken Fingers the MVP of your next tailgate. Guthrie's, America's original chicken finger restaurant and now an official partner of the Alabama Crimson Tide. For franchise information, visit Guthrie'sChicken.com.
What's up next for Bama? The Tide takes on Vanderbilt tomorrow night in Tuscaloosa. Game time is at 6 o'clock. Coverage on the network begins at 5 right here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. Excited about that one. If you got a ticket, use it. And if you can't, make sure that somebody does. We need that place packed as the Tide and the Commodores meet in Coleman Coliseum. Hey, if you've missed any portion of tonight's edition of Hey Coach, you can always catch it on demand on our Alabama Insider podcast. Download and subscribe wherever you happen to get your podcast. Had a lot of fun tonight. Appreciate our guests who joined us from softball, head coach Patrick Murphy and his very talented infielder Abby Duke spent some time with us. And on the men's basketball side, head coach Nate Oats and LeBaron Philon. Hey Coach is presented by Alfa Insurance. That's going to do it from Baumhower's Victory Grille. For our Vice President, General Manager Jim Carabin, Studio Engineer Jerry Kelly, our producer on site Tom Stipe, I'm Chris Stewart. Thanks for joining us. Roll Tide and good night from the Capstone.